coach Marlin Chinn here. Coach, if you wouldn't mind just starting with like an opening statement on season right around the corner and some expectations you have.
Yes, we're super excited that our season is right upon us right now. So we get started very soon. The ladies are working really, really hard. Again, it's been a long road actually from when I first got here. So the ladies have been working really hard over the summer, trying to learn a new system and a different style of play. And we're expecting some really, really good things. We have a schedule that will allow us to compete non-conference and in conference. So we're expecting to go compete every single game, and that's kind of what we've been working on in practice, trying to sustain the energy level and the effort level for a nice 2.5 hour practice. So as we get going and get ourselves geared towards that, the style of play that we want to play this season, I believe we'll definitely get better and definitely compete this season.
Open it up for some questions.
What is that style of play? How has it been last year? What you
When I first came aboard, I watched probably half of the last season's games, and we definitely wanted to kind of pick the pace up, the pace of play that we wanted to do this season. And we talked to them every single day about pace of game and picking their pace up and their conditioning, and all that has to play as we try to change the style of play we want to run this season. I think the biggest thing, a big change for them has been the conditioning. When we got here in the summer, we definitely informed them that we have, a new style of play that's going to allow us to get out and transition and run a little more. And they've been working really, really hard at it. And just being in practice, they've done a very, very nice job at learning the new style and the new pace and the new tempo that we want to play. So it's been really, really good.
Coach, how do you make FIU a successful women's basketball program?
The biggest thing, when we put our staff together, the biggest thing was to create some visibility for our program here in Florida. I definitely reached out to pretty much all the premier AAU programs in the state and let them know that we were going to be in their gym and number one, recruit their kids. So that was one of the first things we did. And also, changing this whole culture of just letting our kids know that we intend on competing. We intend on competing in Conference USA and definitely competing for championships. And that's nothing different than where I came from and where that was expected every single year. And I want to have that expectation here at FIU.
Coach, the most important thing you've learned to help you prepare you to turn around this program is what?
I'm sorry.
The most important thing you've learned as a coach, whether it be at Maryland or at past, that's prepared you as ready to turn this thing around?
Energy and effort. I think the biggest thing to go and start a new journey is attack the new situation with energy and effort. And I think our ladies see that every single day in practice. They see our coaching staff coming in with a ton of energy, a ton of effort that we give to them, and we ask them to give that back to us, and they've done a very, very nice job at doing that. So I'm super excited the way that we compete in practice every day.
Coach, what have you learned about your team since practice started?
The biggest thing I've definitely learned about our team is that they want to compete. I know that they're looking for a new challenge. That I find out challenging them gets their motors going, and just by putting some challenges out there for them and allowing them to achieve them, they kind of get some camaraderie with their team. And I think the biggest thing in doing that is to try to create that chemistry that will allow us to be very, very successful on the floor. So that's probably one of the bigger things that we've tried to do every single day in practice, is to challenge them and to allow them to reach some of the goals that we've set for them.
What's your expectations for the team come the first game on November
expectation is on the 13th we're going to win. We've set that goal that we're going to come out and compete, and we're going to compete to win every single day. And if we continue to work hard in practice, continue to put those goals and challenges out to them, when that challenge comes for us on the 13th, I know they'll go out and give their best effort so we can go win.
Last question I'll ask you, Coach, is how do you feel the new rules affect women's basketball?
I think it's a good change. I think some of the changes that they've implemented is good for women's basketball. I think it'll be a new challenge for all of us, players and coaches, to really, I guess, understand and how the way we want to play now is a little bit different. Where you're shooting 2 free throws after 5 fouls, or you can advance the ball at the end of the game, which is something that will allow sideline out of bounds to become more important. So looking forward to the changes and seeing what it can do for our game.
Well, Coach Chinn, like he said, he brings a lot of energy. So from the phone call we had with him after the season ended in the spring with Mr. Heath, he had a ton of energy. He was excited to get here. And then when we met him, he presented that same kind of energy. As far as the staff, they also, stated the type of coaches they are and how they're going to help us be better as players. And they also give us that energy, and they kind of feed off Coach Chinn as well, so that we bring that every day in practice and we compete.
What would you say the changes in each practice would be like? Give me an example of something that's changed in practice previous years.
Well, in practice we do like a lot more up-tempo stuff, like 24s. We don't. That's something new for us, and it's like conditioning. It helps us with conditioning, and we do double down and back, so we have to finish it under 24 seconds. So.
What do you, for all three of you, what are you seeing as the biggest development in each one of your games as a reflection of the entire new coaching staff?
I think the conditioning is definitely a big development for us. It's going to allow us to sustain throughout the game and just be able to compete throughout like a longer pace. So I think conditioning definitely is like the biggest development.
I would say just us valuing each other as teammates. Coach Chinn emphasizes us tapping up, giving each other high fives to just feed energy off of each other, and it helps us compete harder. We don't like to lose drills because if you lose, you run. So it helps. It kind of just helps us get in a game mode to compete.
I would say just being a team, and the coaches, they always bring a lot of energy. And if we're like feeling down or like not upbeat, the coaches like help us out and give us energy.
As seniors, do you feel that you guys definitely have an opportunity to lay the foundation in this coaching staff's first year for success for later seasons?
Definitely. And I think Coach Chinn holds us accountable, being that we are seniors. We kind of have to set the standard for the younger players that we have as to how things should go. And even when we don't present it, Coach Chinn kind of reminds us, like, all right, guys, like, you guys are the seniors. Like, you guys have to be that example. So it definitely helps us out as well.
For any of you three, what did you learn from last season? And what happened last season?
Anybody want to answer?
I think mainly last year we just played without a purpose. Like we play every game not knowing what to expect, and I think that's kind of absurd for most teams. But this year I feel like we have a purpose. Like we know what we're going to do when we get on the floor. We know, what's at stake and what we want to do every game. We want to win. So.
And we have a coach who wants to win. Like, he emphasizes that a lot. We will win on this day. So I definitely think that, You know, we kind of had to just throw out last year, and he emphasized that as well. Like, this isn't last year. We're not going to be 3-26, 3-27. So he's competitive, so it definitely makes us competitive.
And a lot of the time, coach says if like we have a bad practice and the next day, like we do better, he says it's a bounce back. So I think this year like is a bounce back for us because we have a lot to prove and yeah.
More questions?
Do you guys see this year as like a redemption year?
In a sense, yes. Coach Chinn always says in practice, he wants people to come down here, you know, enjoy South Beach, go to a Miami Heat game because they feel like it's an easy win. But what people don't understand is that he's instilling in us the urge to compete. So I feel like people are kind of counting us out already based off of last year. And what they don't understand is we have a whole year to gather ourselves as a team and to get better. And when we have a coach who is coming from a winning culture, you know, it kind of helps us out as to we need to get on this winning train. So I definitely think it's a redemption year.
Do you feel with the new attitude, the new focus, do you feel like you guys as players have won your offseason?
Y'all wanna answer?
I think we have. I feel like that in the off season, he challenged us a lot, and I feel like for the most part we overcame it, and now we're just on to the next step and just getting ready for the season. I think we have.
Any more questions? All right, thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.